Hi everyone, and welcome to the tutorial on how to complete your ABDC booking. Now, to have received this email, you would have already filled out our ABDC booking form, and behind the scenes we have set up your profile for you on MyCompHQ, which would send you this email to allow you to access your account. Now, for this email, you can see we have the button to click for this tutorial, we have your login details, and then to be taken to the login page, we have a link right here for you. Once you click this link, you will be taken to the login page for MyCompHQ. All you have to do is enter in the details provided and then click to log in. Once you have logged into your account, you'll be taken to the MyCompHQ home screen. The very first thing we suggest you do is to change your password. So you can see second from the bottom in the menu bar, we have change password. You can enter in a new password. Once you have entered in a new password, you can click Update Password. Now I'm going to take you through the step-by-step instructions on how to add your ABDC team members. In the top corner, you can see My Registrations. This is going to take you to the Invited Attendees page. It starts with an overview of the entire process with our step-by-step instructions on how to complete this. For step 1, all we have to do is to provide a given name, family name, and email address for each of the students and parent who will be a part of your group. You can do this two ways, either entering the details manually, or you can upload a CSV file from a spreadsheet that will have all the information already in it. I'll first start by entering some of my attendees manually. Now that I've entered in some of my dancers manually, I want to make sure that I head down to the bottom and click to update to lock in those members. If I forget to click to update, I may lose this progress later on, so I want to make sure I update it as I go. Next, I'll show you how to upload from a CSV file. I'm going to quickly show you how to set out your spreadsheet so it uploads correctly into the system. All you need is 3 columns, one for first name, one for last name, and one for email address. It's very important that you do not put any headings at the top, otherwise this will be taken as an attendee. Once you have set out all your information, head to File, Export, and you want to export to a CSV file. Once your file has been exported, you can click this text here, Upload your members from CSV file. Once you click that, I click the file that I just created and upload. Once I've uploaded from my CSV file, you can see it has the attendees I've entered manually, as well as the attendees I've now uploaded from the CSV file. Once I've done that, I can click to update at the bottom. Now we can see in the overview, step 2 is to allocate passes. You want to match the attendee to the type of ADF pass that they are purchasing for ABDC competitor pass or a non-ABDC pass. Because we are demonstrating an ABDC studio, we are going to click on ABDC passes. Now your ABDC account will already be set up using the information received on your registration form. All you need to do is click on your studio, and here's where you can start to allocate your passes. This information will be pre-filled out, but can be altered if needed. You may tell us how many attendees you have coming, and then using the drop-down menus, you can start selecting which of your attendees will be competing in ABDC. Now you can see here I have allocated all 12 of my spots to each of my attendees. Once I finish this process, I can click to update, and that is going to lock in my passes. After this step is complete, you then have the option to allocate non-ABDC passes if you have any students, parents, or teachers that are not competing in the ABDC competition. On this page, you can allocate a chaperone pass, teacher's full pass, a teacher's pass, an adult weekend pass, or a concession weekend pass. Please remember that all ABDC passes allocated already include a weekend pass and does not need to be allocated twice. If you need more information on what's included on each pass, you can click the link here. This will take you to our website where you can see what's included in a weekend pass, a chaperone pass, and a teacher's pass. At the top, we start with the adult passes, chaperone, teachers, and an adult weekend pass. And at the bottom, I have a concession weekend pass. For this example, I'm going to allocate my last dancer as a concession weekend pass. This dancer will not be competing in ABDC. The final step for this process is to send your invites. At the top of the page, we have step-by-step instructions on how to complete the invite process. This step is very important because even though you have added them to your ABDC booking, it is still important that they create their own individual account for our registration system. By sending them an invite, they will get an email which will contain a link to their individual registration system for ADF with a pre-filled form with the information you have already given us. Here's what the email will look like once it's sent out. It will have the subject heading of "Your name has invited you to join your studio." This email will be sent from ADF via MyCompHQ. All you have to do is click this box at the top to send invite email to everyone not registered, and then click here to send invites. This is going to send out an email invitation to all the attendees that I have listed here. After you send out the invitation, you'll see the status bar on the right will change. The grey "not registered" means they have not taken action to the email. The blue "not yet registered" text means they have opened the email but not followed the link. And the green "registered" button means that they have completed their registration. I'm now going to show you how to access your invoice. You can see the second option in the main menu is Pay Your Fees. Once you click in here, you can click on your invoice number to display your invoice. Now at the top, you can see your ABDC registration fee of $205. If you have paid the $205 registration fee already, this should reflect on your invoice as we have already taken it off. If there is no deduction on your invoice, that means the $205 amount is still outstanding. When we set up your ABDC account, we set up with the default number of 12 attendees, as this is the absolute minimum that you can have for an ABDC studio. When going through my registrations, if you do choose to add more attendees, then your invoice will continually update until you have the correct number of attendees. Just remember that when adding attendees, you can increase the number, but once you have increased it, you cannot decrease it yourself. You will have to contact us to have it amended. Once you have completed the My Registration section and your invoice looks correct, you can either pay the invoice via credit card, or you can click to organize the payment by direct debit. I'll now show you where to upload your music when competing in ABDC. See this option in the menu here, Upload Your Music. Once you click in here, you will have the option to upload your music. Once you have selected your track, click Upload. And you can see here your music has been uploaded. You'll then have the option to tell us whether there are props being used and whether your performers start on or off stage, and any additional information that you require. You can then play the music to help your team practice on the day. In the main menu, you also have the option to edit your studio details. You can see your studio members and who has signed up, the attendees' date of births once they have completed their profiles. Next, I'm going to show you this Send Group Emails option. From here, you can click Send a New Email, and that will take us to this email box. Now you can choose a sender list at the top to either target all registered attendees or you might send a reminder to all attendees that have been invited but not yet registered. This will also show attendees that have not yet paid and other options. From here you can compose an email. Once you've finished your email, you can click to send and it will send to the target audience that you chose under the Choose Sender list. In the main menu, you also have the option to view timetable. This will show what workshops we have at what time and will also show you what shows we have for each night. If you click the drop down menu, you can change between each room to see what's happening throughout the event. This will be updated closer to the event to include our full timetable. I'll now quickly show you what it looks like for an attendee when they are invited to join your studio at ADF. They will get an email that states, your studio name is going to the 2022 Australian Dance Festival and we would like you to join us. Dear attendee's name, studio owner would like you to join group booking studio at the 2022 Australian Dance Festival. To be a part of the group booking, click on this link. By clicking on this link, we will be taken to the page to register ourselves as an attendee. You can see some of our information is already filled out. We'll just need to complete the rest to finish our profile. You can see under attendee preferences, it has already selected a weekend pass concession, as this is what I was allocated during the group booking phase. I do, however, have the option to add to my invoice if I choose to select a t-shirt, Dance Around the World solo competition, VIP seating. For this example, I'm going to add an ADF official t-shirt. I'll finish by clicking the terms and conditions and entering a quick security question before I register my account. Now, straight away it comes up with my invoice. Now you can see this here says the following items are paid for by your studio, and that is my weekend pass. If my group booking had selected the option for attendees to pay for their own pass, this would reflect on my invoice. You can see I'm only being charged for what I added to my invoice, which was the official t-shirt at $30. This can be paid by credit card or paid by direct debit. From here, your attendee account will act like a regular attendee account, and this has been covered in a separate video. Please check out our YouTube or our website for those details. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial on the group booking system. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to let us know.